Good morning. This is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me today as I rebuild my life in Darkest Dungeon. We are doing a post-recorded intro today because this episode went way longer than expected, so I'm going to skip the provisioning and get straight to the dungeoning. But this also marked week 46 at the Radiant Estate, bringing it up to date with my Darkest Estate from last year. At first glance, the Radiant Estate is way ahead with a stable of legendary heroes and 100% completion on the Blacksmith and the Guild Hall. We were 3 bosses ahead in Radiant, and we are poised to knock out the remaining 2 veteran bosses, but Radiant still has a long way yet to go. When it comes to heirlooms, we need 106 deeds, 107 portraits, 340 busts, and 1,195 crests to finish rebuilding the hamlet. That is ahead of the Darkest Date by several hundred heirlooms, but not nearly as far ahead as I expected to be in the Radiant difficulty. Treasure is definitely higher when it's awarded, but inventory is still limited. Perhaps stack sizes for heirlooms should be increased in Radiant difficulty to further address this part of the grind. My experience so far has been that novice and veteran dungeons are significantly easier in Radiant, due only to the allowance of overranked heroes to participate. Perhaps this leaves players unprepared for what they're going to face in champion dungeons. I kind of personally would prefer a more even difficulty curve, where the beginning is just as challenging as the middle, which is just as challenging as the end. So we can keep that pressure, that threat, but still reduce that grind when there's a mistake. So I don't know exactly how they would address that, how they could kind of streamline that. But as I enter the back half of this playthrough, I'm sure I'm going to start to see the benefits of the other Radiant changes that will allow us to recruit higher level units, to fill holes in our ranks, power level low ranked heroes in veteran dungeons with a champion escort, and other just smoothing changes there for the late game. One thing that really surprised me when I looked at the Darkest Estate was the number of ancestral trinkets owned by my Darkest mode estate. I've not run a single champion mission on that save file, but I had 4 ancestral trinkets. I think they were awarded from a combination of shambler victories on like easy mode, like in novice dungeons, and secret rooms. And I'm not sure if ancestral trinkets can no longer appear in secret room chests, but we certainly haven't seen any this game. All right, well, that's enough of my jibber jabber. I'm going to dump you back into the episode, wherever we are in the run. Yeah, I'm recording this completely separately, and I'm just going to edit it in. Hopefully, I've reduced the length of this video to something reasonable. It was over an hour before, so I hope you enjoy it. It is a long dungeon on champion difficulty, so it should be a bit of a challenge for me. No spoilers. Which is unfortunate. I'm going to actually just move. I guess I could have attacked there. Much in the same way, we're going to mark that. And his heal is blocked. Alright. Best laid plans. I don't know why he's immune to that, It's a healing debuff from that thing anyway. Alright, well, let's take care of the plant. We didn't get to do any healing, which is kind of our most terrible thing here. We will put our guys back in order. We're going to have to focus on healing in our next... Oh, that's a shame. What a wasted trip up here. So we'll head back south. We've got 1 room out of 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. We've got 10 rooms. We've got not quite 20 rooms. So we're going to almost have to explore this entire map. And so buckle in. It's gonna be a long trip. And south, we will have combat in this hallway, and then combat in the room immediately as well. So our light goes down. Let's go ahead and bring that back up. And then we will work on getting our health back up. We did surprise them, which is good. I'm going to stun the ectoplasm. He resisted it, which makes him a prime target for death. Then we're going to weird reconstruction, and we're going to get the most terrible roll ever. We'll take a shot at one of the bonies. They'll take a couple of shots at us, do a lot more damage than I would prefer. Alright, let's see how we want to do this. We'll still weird reconstruction, get a good roll. Then I think we can finish that one off without a problem. Then the question is, do we stun? I think we stun. And then we spend a turn maybe doing more healing. So we'll do a buff. Probably Defender would have been the better choice. We can Absolution. And then we can weird reconstruction here. Another great roll. Do we Defender? Let's Defender. And we'll put him. Oh, we can't. I didn't know she couldn't mark the front target. Let's blind fire. I got the kill. Like, whatever. We'll end the combat then. We'll take all our loot. Apparently, we don't have room for gold. Do we want to use some food? No, we'd have to use a lot of food. I don't necessarily want to leave this behind right now.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Alright, we'll start there. I'm not going to bother digging in there, so what are we going to find? Extra heirlooms we don't have room for? Alright. A nice big combat. If we snipers mark the back row, we can kill her next turn. This little thing is an eldritch, so we could focus on that. We could also stun it to avoid it marking our party. I think our chances to stun the big guy are incredibly low, so instead maybe we shield. With any luck, I was hoping that we would be able to kill this guy before he had a chance to do anything. Confusion Spores is not cool, especially with this particular group layout. Because now our Arbalist is just completely helpless where she is. Let me check her abilities. Is there anything she can use from position 2 even? No, there's nothing she can even... she can blind fire. Alright, she has some functionality. And we can transform... Oh, no, not Absolution. We want Transform. And then we can use Slam to move forward. To eventually put our Arbalist in a place where she can fight back. There's Poison Spores. That's a Blight attack. And there's that mark that I would have preferred. Well, actually, that's fine. I could continue to defend from back here and buff our team. But the Arbalist... The Arbalist is doing pretty good for blind fire. I gotta say. Then we will slam again. I don't think I can reach... I could reach there. And then that would be done. So let's do that. Doesn't move him forward. I am worried she's gonna get clobbered, though. And then maybe we weakening curse this guy so he cannot fight back. Tree branch, of course, there's where the tree branch went instead. It's the worst. Alright, blind fire again, because it's all we got. Weakening curse again. We can stack that up on him. We are gonna slam forward. I don't think you can defend her 2 targets, can you? No, okay. That would have been very nice. Confusion spores, maybe this will put our group in a better order. Eh. So we kind of have to transform back to get the heal, and then we're going to be doing absolution, which was a pretty strong move, I think. And then we can weird reconstruction on him as well. Hopefully we don't get bleeded. Bleeded, that's a word. Stun seems unlikely. Let's bolster again. Poison spores. Redirected. He does pick up the blight. We don't have a way to cure it, I don't think. That dodge is a real shame. We can try and stun him. It seems highly unlikely with his resistance, but hey, sometimes things work out. Where do we want to put that? I think we put the heal back in there as well. And then let's do some more bolstering. This fight's lasting longer than I would prefer it to, but I think the team is going to come out in pretty good shape once it's done. The stun is almost certainly not going to work. So we'll put a heal then on our man-at-arms, since he's taken some serious blight damage. And we will push forward, try to go for a... Yeah, damn it. It's like exactly the people I don't want to get tree branched, but I think the shield had worn off anyway. We can still chain from back here. We can go for another stun. Didn't get it. Weird reconstruction. A bad roll at a bad time. And then what? You defender here. If he's in the front row... Ugh. Come on. Alright, that's a better party arrangement at the very least. So, nearly finish him off. What can we do? Let's try and get a big roll here. Man, we are just stinking it. We'll go for a heal, and then hopefully our man-at-arms gets to act. Finish that off so he can't do any more damage to us. Get ourselves back in order. Take all the loot we can carry. The answer is none of that loot that we can carry. The redemption... Actually, I mean, that's a pretty okay leper trinket, even though it's garbage. So maybe we throw away one of these? Or we eat? Now that's going to be a full stack of stuff there. So you throw away the emerald, maybe? You take more gold, and you hope you don't get more emeralds over the course of the game. And now the question is, do we use one of our camps? Or do we try and push at least one more space forward? Because we should be getting 5 rooms of exploration before each camp to maximize our benefit. So we bring our torch up. So we want to explore 2 more rooms. Let's go ahead and dig this up. We have deeds, we have onyx. I don't know why I dug this up, because there's no room in my inventory for any of this stuff. What do you throw away? And the bandages we haven't been using. Am I going to regret that? I guess we'll find out. We don't know if there's combat in this hallway. There is combat in this hallway. We've surprised them at the very least. We'll try and do healing if we can. We can stun one of them. So that one's no longer a threat. I should have stunned the front one. Maybe we can stun both of them? Alright, we stunned both of them. Which means we're actually going to blind fire. The reason we blind fire is to hopefully she'll go first next turn and be able to finish off the other one. She did not get the kill, but our abomination did. So that was a successful thing. We won't take this 150. We don't know what we're running into in the next room. Let's get our torch back up. I would like to get... I wanted some scouting, I really did. So, we've explored 3 rooms. More combat in this hallway. Stun the one in the back. And we will attempt to kill the one in the middle.
Decimated.
From there, we probably want a weird reconstruction. Try and get everyone's health back under control. Go for a stun on this spider as well. Their health is very low, so if we can just get one extra turn with no activity, it'll give us an opportunity. Ah, darn. Oh, the miss helps. Alright, so neither one of these guys have an action coming up. We could re-stun them if the operation doesn't just kill them outright. We'll put some more health into our arbalist. We've had good luck on resisting the bleeds at the very least, so we should be thankful about that at if we're going to be thankful about anything. There's okay. So we are full up. I'm not going to take this loot. We are going to camp in the next room to clear up some inventory space. We'll be able to get some food out of the way. I'm hoping for a fight, though. Alright, good. We should probably exit this combat needing some health, needing some stress relief. Let's do a blind fire on the first round. We are also going to transform. So that we can use Rake to do increased damage over the course of this encounter. And then... how do we want to go about this? This guy is Eldritch, yeah, so maybe we can push him back. And then get lucky here with an Abyssal Artillery twice in a row. So everything gets to act except for the Clawer. The little guys put themselves back into a bad position. Oh well, that's actually fine. I will sniper shot the one in the very back, and then possibly Abyssal Artillery will take them both out this turn. Instead, it took neither of them out, so that's probably the worst outcome for us. Let's clobber the Clawer. I can't believe he lived. Lots of blight. So, yeah, I mean, as I said, we should come out of this fight needing some health and so forth. Maybe a little bit more than I thought. Rain of arrows. It's an ability that I don't have on this character, and I kind of wish I did at a time like this. Rage, I guess. Or we could get his health back by transforming. We will cut the difference. We can transform once, get some health back, and then stun this back unit. I like that. I don't like that it only did that damage once. We will weird reconstruction. Not super satisfied with that decision. Escape cloud. More blight. Well, we don't have a way to fix. Let's clobber the one. I can't believe this. They're living with 1 health. A dodge. This is the worst. We'll kill one. The other one gets a free gosh darn action. The blight on this poor man-at-arms is the worst. Weird reconstruction to try and circumvent some of that before we get this kill. Alright, it would have been nice to maybe just randomly pull out a... what was the word I was looking for there? A blight cure there, but we didn't get it. Instead, we're going to camp, and we're going to use a full food. Now let's take a look at what options we have. Nighttime ambush we probably want to prevent. We also could wound care. Okay, let's wound care. Get rid of that blight. He's the only person who's got protection from ambush. So we'll use that. We have 7 points left. Nobody really needs any additional health at the moment. So maybe we go restring crossbow. So she'll do extra damage. And then he can psych up. Yeah. Gave him a little bit more stress than I would like, but he can get rid of stress with absolution. So not a concern. I'm pretty happy with that camp. And we're going to move forward. And we are, of course, this is a long mission, so I shouldn't be surprised that it's taking a long time, but we should probably step up the pace a little bit if we want to get this mission over with in under an hour. Alright. Our torches are still basically fine. We do have an altar here. I forget what these ones do. We surprised them, which is, again, good news. Let's maybe stun the bombard in case we don't get the kill. We did not kill it, so... Okay, guys, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I am going to vulnerability hex the Blighted Crone so that our Arbalest can kill it before it does anything. Best laid plans. So she's going to mark us in return, and we're probably also going to get a mark there. And then we're going to get a couple of swipes, and yeah, he's going to be beat up here. We have got to get him healed. That's death's door, probably? Yep. One round of bad news. Alright, well, here's the question. He's not blighted, so he's probably not going to die. So then we just... But we do need to keep so much health into him. I can protect him with guard. And that will reduce the damage done. Let's try and stun this thing there. And then... Again, rain of arrows. I don't know why I haven't taken this skill. But we will kill the crone. Yeah, that worked out well. It just was unpleasant. So we're going to take some time to get his stress and his health back in order. He's going to get constantly rend of the marked, and we'll be able to defend against that. This does 7 to 12 damage. It has 14 health, so instead we're going to vulnerability hex it. So that we can guarantee a kill with our Arbalist. He defended last turns. That's not a problem. These guys have strong protect. Maybe we can knock one of them back. Now he can only harmless swipe. We still got the defense going. Let's vulnerability hex the further back one so that we can aim shot it. And we're going to keep absolving. We've got a lot of stress to get rid of. Sniper shot does not quite do the job. Wow, it's very resistant. We do have to reapply our guard. But the mark is gone. So they can no longer use marking swipe. Stress and health just about dealt with. We can make weakening curse the unit in the front. Didn't know that groping swipe applied a blight. Could have used a good crit there. We're just not getting it. What do we got here? 60. So he needs 20 points of healing. There's most of it. This has been a long fight, but we're down to just one opponent. Nothing that's a real threat. They keep going through for the second target there, and it's been working out pretty well for us for the most part, aside from all this blight damage. So I think we can just start clobbering this guy down. We should be able to stun it, maybe? I'm going to vulnerability hex it in case we can knock it back and stun it. Blind fire, I guess we'll go for it. It did hit him and not the corpse, so that's thankful. Let's go for a stun. Resisted the stun. We're going to go for another stun and a knockback. We got it. With him back in the that position, we should be able to take a sniper shot. We get the crit that we were looking for earlier, and this battle is over. So how do we tackle this? Money's good. Do we want to use up some of our food? I think we should use up our food here. Get people under control. Take some more deeds. Abandon this other stuff. We got scouting, so at least we know what we're up to. Yeah, we'll touch it. Alright, well, our next camp is gonna be for the purposes of stress relief.
A victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Oh, almost missed that bag. Would have been nice to actually get a map, to be honest.
For a task well performed.
I'm not thoroughly thrilled with so far the actions we've encountered. We didn't get scouting. So is this a waste of our time? Who knows? Take our torch. Alright. Depending on like how many shovels we have to use. This may have been a bad decision, because we dug through one hallway to get to one room. Whether or not it had nothing in it is basically irrelevant, because we have to explore 90% of rooms. But if, for example, there are 2 blockages along this path to the west, then we're going to have hosed ourselves for no good reason, because we had to go to the west. We didn't have to go north. We also don't know what's coming up for us in these areas. We will keep our torch lit. Our team is mostly in good spirits. I do want these paintings. Alright, there we go.
The match is struck.
There's a hunger. We have 1 torch, or I'm sorry, 1 stack of torches, 1 shovel. Our food, we have 1 camping space of food. This is an interesting combat. Let's try and stun the crone. Successfully stunning it buys us time. Buys us appropriate time, too. We will... I'm going to put the defender down right away, just in case we get tree branch smacked. And I think I'm going to go for an abyssal artillery here so that she... Oh, the dodge is the worst. Confusion spores puts everybody scattered. It's a scatter that it could be worse. That I'm actually okay with. We're going to transform. Causes a little bit more stress than I would like. And we are going to rage. Then we are going to vulnerability hex. So that we can sniper shot. So this is going to go pretty much how I want for the moment. We can... Maybe we could stun this guy and knock him back. Did not work. Poison spores. Wonder if there's anything I can do to address the stress on our man-at-arms. I don't think there is. So we're just going to focus on rage, getting this thing's health down as much as possible. We'll put defender back up in case of a tree branch smack. The mark is still good. There's that tree branch smackdown. Look at that. Now it's not the time to heal. Or transform back, because we don't need its health. We're going to weakening him one more step. His mark is going to wear off this turn, I think. But he won't live for that to happen. So we did get another ruby. That's nice. We got this new set of ancestor stuff. Alright, let's see what's coming up here. No combat. We have stress. Now the question is, am I far enough through this adventure that I want to camp here instead of maybe in a couple of rooms? And I think I do, just to clear out the space in my inventory so we can open this treasure chest. The busts are going to be left behind. So let's camp. We're going to eat a full stack of food. Did we have 2 stacks of food? We ate 8 food. I thought we only had 4 in this stack. Oh well. Once again, we will do that. But now we need to look at how we reduce stress. No one needs health. Does anyone have any great stress reduction? No, it's all going to be these little stress reducers. So we will pep talk here. And we will encourage here. It's actually pretty mediocre. So do we go for the self-buff here? Or here? Do we have anything else that's worth doing for 2? No, all companions plus damage. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. Did we get both buffs? We did not. We only got the one. But it's worth it. We will rest now. We have 2 empty spots. Let's go ahead and open this with our key. Lots of deeds. Almost entirely all deeds. Let's abandon these deeds for that portrait. I don't know how I feel about that, because, you know, we're going to exchange things. What? I'm glad he dodged, but I should have known there was a trap there, yeah? Oh, we also want to put everyone back in the right order. Empty crate. And then we can bring our torchlight back up as we enter the next room where there will be no combat. I think I spend way too much time deliberating. Alright, yeah, here's a good example. We don't want to head west because there's a pointless barricade. And it looks like we probably didn't want to head north earlier because I see a barricade up ahead. So if we don't... Oh, we do have one more shovel. So we're fine. We're lucky. So this guy's stun resistance 95%. I think we stun one of the dogs instead. The other dog is going to get a rapid rush off. Throwing him into first position, which was not expected. Do I want to mark? These dogs are our first concern, so let's do some damage. Make sure they die. We'll clobber this other one. Maybe it'll die. They do dive after that poor second position. Vulnerability hex. So that our arbalist can get some shots in here. A howl will give us more stress than we would prefer to have. But here comes the sniper shots. We're going to start really chunking into this guy's health. I think we are going to defend her in case of another big hit. We can also weakening curse. Howl instead. So everyone's stress is getting much higher than I like. Room's getting dark as well. So we're just going to clobber this guy. I think we might be able to kill him this round. We almost did. Oh, there we go. Well, now here's a question. Do you go for the absolution? And you hope that someone else gets to act before him? Ah, it was a bad call. It was a bad call. Could have been anyone. Anyone could have done that. And there, I made the wrong choice with the deeds as well. It's like you get too much loot or you don't get enough loot. That seems to be the way the cookie crumbles. So we're gonna have more room coming up here. I think we just abandoned all of this. That's a lot of money to just throw away. We'll head into this next room, which has combat in it as well. We surprised them. So I think we'll be able to kill out most of these. 14 health is not no health. One stunned. with an abyssal... Oh... What is going on? I can't even. Just the... Are you kidding me? It's a group of spiders. They're supposed to be like the weakest things to fight here.
Waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
And he's gonna have his resolve tested, and it's not good. Alright. They're all of them are gonna push over here because of the mistakes I've made. He's gonna have to heal himself. It's the only thing he can do, assuming he doesn't pass his turn. Well, fortunately he didn't pass his turn. And, you know, we'll just go ahead and get the lowest roll possible as well. Things spiraling out of control at the last moment here. So what do you do? Oh, we didn't get the AoE. I think you gotta transform and try and do as much damage as you can. Get this under control. Okay. He's damn near on death's door, and we're not going to have an opportunity. Well, at least he's... I was going to say, at least we have an opportunity to heal him, but we don't because he's stunned. Yep, that's a bad situation. More deeds flooding in, more things we're just throwing away. We do get some scouting. Tells us we don't have combat for a while, which I guess is what we should be thankful about. I have no way to get rid of his stress. It's going to continue to go up. I'm very grumpy about this. Here's our last shovel. I mean, if we encounter one more obstacle, we are totally effed. More deeds. We'll keep our torch up as best as possible. There's some hunger. That helps a little bit, but it does not alleviate our stress. We need to explore what's coming up. We have combat in that next hallway, but no room combat. I am going to bail on this mission as soon as possible. Don't touch the corpse. Okay, thank you for touching the corpse. Stop making people angry, though. Get the light back up. Get in here. What do we got? No combat, right? We knew that. No scouting, but we also didn't complete the mission. So we have combat in this next hallway, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's against weak things, but the weak things are what nearly destroyed us in the last fight. It's a better roll on your heal, buddy, but... one stun. Could you please get a high roll? Thank you. And one more stun? Nope, nope. Grave Nibble right on the guy who's most vulnerable. Sure, why not? We'll throw out a stun here. Resisted it. Another pretty bad roll on the heal, to be honest. I don't think I want to transform. Let's drop that maggot. And then we can blind fire. I cannot believe she got... Alright. We can't carry this stuff. That's just the way it's going here. We're all very stressed out. We only have one mortality debuff and one mentally broken situation. Let's bring our torch up. We can use a key here. Wealth beyond measure. Okay, so we have more food. I am going to abandon our last torch in favor of a shovel, just in case the worst happens in this next hallway if we need to explore it. There's our scouting. We do have to go to this next hallway. We're not going to touch that. There's a trap here. Who is best? Wow, these guys are really bad at disarming traps. Alright, that helps a little. We do have combat in this next room. Our torch is running low. Oh, this is a bad fight. Okay. They are eldritch, so we will do eldritch damage to them. Let's deal with these ones in the back first. That's a guaranteed kill. Let's go for it. Oh, come on. One down. Do not have a heart attack on me, guys. Okay. I was worried that that was how that worked, so we have to focus on the big one to kill it. So we can deal with the little ones. What is with your range? Every one of his attacks puts another one out there. Alright. Let's do a stun. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it'll do. If he transforms, he's going to, he's just going to break it right away, so... Alright, so the good news is that we're doing good damage. The bad news is that we keep creating an open space for him to spawn more ads on us. Should we go for a stun? What's his stun resistance? 120. Let's keep clobbering him, maybe. Alright, there's gonna be a stun that I didn't want. Okay, big thing dead. Probably heal ourselves. Oh, wow, what a garbage roll. Oh, come on. These are just the worst. Just take your medicine, please. No one else needs to go into a negative state. Hey, we eventually got a second sapphire. It was all worth it. Keeping a hold of that sapphire this time. Alright. I'm pretty sure that this is the end. I'm not going to take that emerald, though. It isn't the end! It isn't the end! Alright, let's do some eating, then. Our cultists can definitely enjoy some food. Right. So what do you take? You take 6 or 3 more journal pages? I can't believe we had to explore so much of this. I think you just leave this behind. I don't know how people do this. Like, and make it out of these missions with, like, good amounts of money. There's a trap. Could have been better. Alright, no combat, please. This is an empty room. Good. And this is 90% of rooms? How is this not 90% of rooms? I don't understand how this isn't 90% of rooms. There were over 20 rooms. Okay, we skipped that one down there. But still. Alright, we have one more combat we have to worry about. So, how are you guys hanging in there? This is a long one. Alright, we got a torch. I'm gonna light that because I do not want to fight whatever this is in pitch dark. Okay, how are we gonna deal with this? Well, let's stun the stress giver first. They resisted. Ran for the old gods. It's looking pretty bad for... Yep, there's stress. And his resolve. And he's abusive. God damn it. Alright, well he can't transform anymore.
Is made manifest.
And he's gonna pass. Now he's just gonna mock everyone, cause more problems. Oh, come on, people.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Yeah, this is bad news, bears. Eldritch Pull, it's gonna put him on death's door.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
In range of getting hit by that skeleton. No one else can do anything about it. So we have to go for the sniper. Wow, these dodges. Bump of the night. Death blow. Son of a bitch.
Pursuit of glory and gold.
Now you're courageous. God damn it.
Mortality clarified in a single.
This is just terrible, terrible, terribleness. Oh my god, we have no one to heal him. We have to get to this next room. I don't know what's in the next room. Or do I? Now you get a gritty crit! This is the most insane. So we're trying to prevent damage. We have some putrefying breath. That is actually a considerable amount of damage right there. And now our Arbalist won't be able to do much from where she is.
Set the stage for heroism
Do we defend?
or cowardice.
I suppose we defend her. Let's try and stun this guy. See if we can pull something out of this. Do you go for a blind fire? You do what you can here. Alright, so we will start dropping them down. I don't want to lose 2 units. I sure as hell don't want to do that. So we'll start working on him. Try and kill this cultist before we go to the Virago, which, you know, he's a problem too. And there's our corpse. So I think the only way you can prevent him from doing that is to make sure there's no corpses around. So much damage. He can't... Oh, right. That's what it is. There's no healing skills, period. You can't use them. It's not that it blocks certain types of healing. 15? I don't think you can kill this. Does it have a corpse? Okay, it doesn't have a corpse. I think now he won't be able to make another one of those. Oh. What? I can't absolution, though. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. What is going on? Alright. He might not be able to do anything. which just means this battle's just gonna take forever for no good reason. I can do some things, because there's a Ruinous Hex. We don't have a heal. And we'll just keep going for the stun and the damage. Do what we can. The dodges are off the chart. Son of a bitch. Just die, oh my god. That's the worst. Okay. So, we lost somebody who had good trinkets, which means we have to throw away shit to get those good trinkets back. And we get nothing for the fight. And did we get scouting? Do we know if there's anything in this room? Because if there's something in this room, we're basically fucked. Thank God. Alright. I'm just, I could not be sadder.
Let them arrive unharried.
It hurts me. So we're going to build up another occultist now. And I don't have any good answers. Noisy repairs. Indeed, the elements have not been kind to the old abbey. Very soil itself seems to be reject the place. Work is expected to last through the week. Cloister is locked. Transcript costs less than 50%. The penance hall reduced by 50%. Alright, so... Of course, this means that once again... Oh no, that's right, because I was prepared. It's almost as though I knew that was coming, even though I did not. Alright, let's get these guys in treatment. Hotaka, what? How does Hotaka need specific types of treatment? There we go, he can only drink. Fine. Fitzroy needs treatment. Oh, let's go here. Let Fitzroy get whipped. Anyone else? Anyone else need treatment? How about some quirks? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of kleptomania. I hate kleptomania. Makes me angry. No one is diseased. Alright, that's where we're going to wrap things up. I don't know what our next plan is. Oh, we do have one of the champion missions. Now these award like extra powerful trinkets. So I'm looking forward to eventually tackling that. But man, we're going to have to do some rebuilding, I think. Our team is just... It's in trouble. It's bad. Things are bad. My feelings are hurt. But I hope you're having a good time. I will see you on the next episode. Good news, our money situation is rebounding. Bad news, it cost us heroes. So, you know, we're going to have to spend money to build up new people. But that's tomorrow Tony's problem. Today's Tony is just going to go sit back and, I don't know, have a drink. I don't care how early it is. I hope you find something productive to do with your day.